The ancient ruins of Roe, the verdant green hills and trees have revitalized me and given me new hope for the future of my time here in Elden Ring. Because F that boss that we left back at Shadowkeep. He may have broken my will, but not my spirit. But I think it is about time in Elden Ring to finally use our Scatman blessings, our Scooby-Doo snacks, whatever you want to call them. I have 31, I think, of these damn things, and I'm tired of being one-shot by all of the enemies in the game. When you have this much health, even like Melania doesn't necessarily one-shot you, but even like the basic enemies here, like especially the dudes over here in the that yurt, like it's just like a one-shot or a two-shot at this point. The horse is getting one shot when I'm trying to dodge enemies. Fighting those flaming pillars are annoying as heck. So, I'm gonna use all my Scadu blessings. Let's take a look, find them in the inventory. This will be my first time using them, but I'm ready. I knew that this was gonna happen one of these days. I knew that I would not go through the entire game without them. I knew that at the very least, the final boss would probably push me over the edge, but I have been pushed over the edge. God damn it, it's probably in key items. God damn it, game, you've done this to me. You have forced my hand. Where the hell are these things? Not there. Where do they, there they are. Bolstering materials. I have 31 blessings, 16 ash blessings. And the spirit ash one apparently is for the horse, as well as your summons. So let's do it. And we'll do as many as we can. Bolster your blessing, bolsters the ability to deal and negate damage, has no influence outside of the realm. There you go, empowered. 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 Not enough cash, stranger. All right, well, we're done with that one. It does say Spectral Steed, and now that is the horse. That's definitely the horse. I'll spend a few on the horse as well. And Hades says, I'm feeling empowered. I'm feeling empowered after that Gungeon run. That run also definitely revitalized me a little bit, AKA the Infinite Black Hole run, just in case, these go up at different times from one another. So there you go, I'm at 13 Scatman blessings. I have 13 Scooby-Doo snacks in my pocket. And if we look in, I thought it would have been status. I mean, this tells you, but, oh, there you go, there you go. So on the right here, the yellow numbers is our damage negation and our attack damage, counting the blessings that we have. So there you go. I should have paid attention to what these numbers were beforehand, but our damage and our negation have gone up. Let's do it. This is how dragon form looks like in Elden Ring, says iShadows? Yes. I have found 3 different transformation items in the DLC. I don't know if there are any more, but just like in Dark Souls 1, how you could have the dragon stone that would turn you into a dragon, there's this dragon transformation, there's another dragon transformation, and then there's a lamenter, which is just like a weird, dirty, crying man with a big head. And they all provide benefits as well. This one buffs, if you use it a second time, it buffs dragon cult incantations, aka lightning bolts. The other dragon one buffs the dragon spells, like the claw, the breath, whatever. And Lamenter, I don't know what he buffs, honestly, but he does exist. He exists somewhere. 3,000 damage? Wait a minute. 2,000 damage? Okay, so we've literally doubled our damage. I can only assume we've doubled our damage negation as well, roughly. Oh my god. These guys would take 2 hits to kill previously. I feel so much better about this. We're gonna kick ass. Mesmer is going to die a painful death. I've been practicing him on blessing level 0, so my dude is going to get crushed when we fight him once again. But yeah, like I would have loved to have fought all of the bosses with the low Scadu level, but it's just getting too tedious. And especially that fight in particular, because it's such a long phase 1, the phase 2, I don't really have a lot of time to learn a lot. But we did do everything else in the DLC up to this point at level 0, and that's good enough for me. And now when Harrison shows up in chat, we can be like, check this out. I'm not dying in 1 hit. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, he still killed me, but that felt like much more of a fair fight. I was really hoping I could kill him my first attempt, but that's okay. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. So that was the first form of transformation. I like the look of it, which is why I'm using it, but also I've been using some of the incantations more, especially the lightning ones. So I figure, hey, why not just keep it going? Good stuff. Dark Souls 1, 2 dragon forms. There were 2 dragon forms in Dark Souls 1? I remember in Dark Souls 1 there was the tablet, which would change you. And then you could also have a bug infested head if you let the dudes grab you. I don't remember a second form though. Ash and Ran, have a good night. I should also like adjust this stuff now. Ritual Shield Talisman is probably not that important anymore. We could probably do something a little bit better for us. 200 HP, you know, that's not too bad. Probably not super necessary though. Erdtree's Favor, 10 more stamina. What would I equip? What would I equip here? Eliminates all sound. Sleep in the vicinity increases the attack power. What about weapon throws? Enhances critical hits, guard counters, final hits of attack change, charge attacks, jump attacks, bow range, guarding damage. Increases poise after using a Flask of Tears. What if we just equip this, and then what if we just equip health up? Actually go for like mass health build. Oh yeah, the 2-hand talisman. That works for the sword, right? I think it does. Could you not have such a long combo, please? Thank you. That guy is just looking at me like, I'm gonna get him. Yeah. What was that 2-handed talisman? Okay, so our attack one is 1596. The two-handed talisman is it this one? One of these? Enhances attacks with two-handed weapons. Is it a two-handed weapon though? Because it doesn't actually seem to increase the numbers on the right. $12.95, is that more? Two-handing is just two-handing weapon. But that's what I'm doing, but it's not showing higher attack power. So I only assume that it's working. It's not giving me like a numerical feedback. Although, if I find an enemy, I'm sorry, turtle. It's gotta be done. Okay, 4511, 1844 with the turtle, 621 with the turtle. There you go. 1844 with the turtle. So, is it really increasing my damage by 3 points? I don't know. Maybe the turtle was unaware. Hey, you. 2616. 2275. Did that improve it by 400? How did that happen? Come here. It might actually be improving it by more than I think now. 2781. I don't know. The damage numbers are all over the place. I need an enemy that actually fights back. Like, I assume that it works, but I would love to get some, like, you know, feedback. All right, what's gonna kill me here? Because you do different damage to enemies depending on where you hit them and also how alert they are. If they're not alert, you get bonus damage. So it is sometimes a little bit difficult to interpret the numbers. Did you hear that? Oh, that was the dude with the bow. 620, 672, and then 2800. $672, 2300. But that's with the thing equipped. 672, 2300. And 41. What was the previous 2300? So like I don't know if this is working. Also, I got another Scadu fragment. I can level up again. He's integrating with the mechanics. You're still annoying, but you're not gonna be as annoying. I'm stuck. Would like to heal? God damn it. I just want to throw the pot at you. You know what? I did throw the pot at you. Could you not do that? Come here. I was in the air. Talisman increases damage of normal heavy attacks, charge attacks, jumping attacks, and guard counters performed when two-handing a weapon by 15%. Yeah, but it doesn't actually show in the UI, and again, the damage numbers are kind of all over the place, aren't they? You know, trying to test in-game, I'm getting different numbers. Seen someone use a second set of active items for healing. I mean, if you wanted to, you could really do some cool min-maxing in Elden Ring. Well, maybe not cool, maybe tedious. But yeah, you could, like, you know, equip the amulet that gives you more, more healing. Like Dark Souls item descriptions and UI, what? Well, I thought that it would be unconditional since I'm currently two-handing the weapon. Let me show you what I mean. Well, let me show you what I mean after I make this jump so I don't get eaten by mosquitoes. So right now I'm two-handing the weapon, right? So if I look in my equipment screen, our damage is 1596. If I one-hand the weapon, the damage is 1467. So it knows that I'm two-handing the weapon and is adjusting the UI accordingly, but not when I'm equipping the talisman. That's what I mean when I mean it's not updating the UI. It's not giving me any feedback. I assume that it'll work when I'm actually hitting the enemy, but it just won't tell me it's working, I guess. All right, I gotta find my souls. It's not buffing the overall attack rating of the weapon, it's just buffing specific attacks. Normal, heavy, charged heavy, jumping, normal, heavy, and guard counters. So it's buffing every attack conditionally? That's weird. But that would explain it, and that's what I mean when I say it's a little bit difficult to parse. Because it is working, it's just working in its own way. That doesn't actually show in the UI. They could have made it work, they just didn't. All right. Much better. You know what? Instead of this weird talisman, I'm just gonna do a little blue heal. You know what? Let's do blue heal instead of this thing. Then we can use the same damn thing. Yeah. Which is this one. Still medium load. Perfect. Now I can crank out some spells if I want. Oh my god, I'm one-shotting enemies with this spell too? It's like a whole new game. I just realized something, which is, yeah, this is gonna be nice, but this sword is also gonna be way better, won't it? Yeah, I don't always, well, lately I've been doing like single sword stuff, but I do also love double wielding watchdog swords, which that talisman won't buff, will it? Because that is not two-handing one weapon. It's just double-handing the same weapon twice. Fundamentally different. I don't see a secret, but I am interested in this over here a little bit. What is down these steps? That's a cool little bouncing projectile. What are you doing to me? That would have killed me previously. I assume that we will get bouncing projectile spell. Game tends to do that. Much better weapon for dealing with dogs. Fire ahead, but too high up. That fire? Too high up, man! Right? First off, Grace behind. You mean ahead? We might be coming in to this location from a different direction. In fact, that is probably what's happening. A whole new game. Elden Ring looks like a cross of Dark Souls, Witcher 3, and Zelda. Well, I mean, there's definitely a little bit of understanding of the Zelda inclusion there, because if you're probably talking about the newer Zelda games, aka the ones that are way more open worldy, as Elden Ring here is. It's very open world. To both its credit and its detriment, though, because I know some people don't necessarily like that. They like a little bit more structured approach. Is this where we were previously? I think it was. Oh my god, we could have just walked that way and found a Grace. Oh, that's what I get. Well, I think we should go check out that elevator still. Just leave the lurk mode and ask, says Zyomkin. How you doing, Zyomkin? Witcher 3 is quite nice in terms of scenery, and Elden Ring just got it, says Eyeshadows. Witcher 3 had some pretty good scenery. It's been a long time since I've played it. So I roughly remember it, but I don't remember a lot of the specifics like that kind of stuff. Having an option what to do in the game is bad. I can't. So you would prefer a much more structured approach, Zyomkin? I mean, I like... Okay, there's a couple of varying points regarding that. No, I'm misunderstanding? All right, well, I'll still talk about it. So and I'm gonna bring up Witcher 3 a little bit, okay? In The Witcher 3, the game was gated by regions, and you pretty much had to do the regions in order, because Region 1 was an appropriate level, Region 2 was way high level, Region 3 was way high of a level, right? What are you doing? So ultimately you were going in the direction that you were intended to go in. That being said, specifically where in the region you could go sometimes wherever you wanted, but usually there was like sequential levels you had to go to. You had to go fight the level 5 enemies, and you had to go fight the level 10 enemies, and you had to go fight the level 15 enemies. And you couldn't really mix it up that much. You would have a harder time in a harder region, but then you would later in the game go back to an earlier region that you've missed or specifically didn't want to go to, and then you would be massively over level. Somewhat similar thing happens in a game like Elden Ring, where you're not going to go to Caelid at the beginning of the game. You're going to be under leveled, you're going to have to go south or go into Stormvale Castle. Or maybe go to Liurnia, which is even lower level than Caelid is. Now in The Witcher 3, there was an option to scale up the enemies. So those level 5 enemies that you forgot about would all of a sudden be level 30 when you go back to the starting area and do a dungeon that you missed. And that was really nice because it meant that you could go to any region that you had access to and comfortably do them in any order. And that was kind of nice because you weren't necessarily over-leveled going back to something that you had missed previously. What am I talking about? Oh, right, any going in any direction? So I liked the scaling up factor in The Witcher 3 because it meant that you didn't have to be perfect about your order of exploration. You could go in any order you wanted, pretty much. As long as you were in the correct region. You couldn't mix that up, which is fair. You know, you're not going to go to Caelid first, but maybe in Liurnia, you want to go to the South Island first, or maybe you want to go and do the Everjail first, or this Everjail, or do the castle. Like, this is all roughly similar. I can't imagine open worldly being bad, says Yomkin. I mean, there's arguments you could make. It's not just good to have an open world game where you can go anywhere, because you have to think about that kind of factoring. Couldn't you change those on the spot, turn on or off scaling? In The Witcher 3 you could, and any enemies that weren't loaded would not scale. I actually remember in that game there's a bug regarding that system. In The Witcher 3, there's a particular quest involving like a genie, and if you have the level scaling turned on, it gets so unbelievably overpowered that you die in one hit and you do no damage to the boss. So you have to turn off the scaling for that fight, weirdly enough. But going to Caelid at the start and slamming your head against Divine Tower Godskin is the true way to play, says Bound Hades. I mean, I definitely didn't go to Caelid immediately, but I did slam my head against that Godskin. He was a fun fight, aka Mr. Gumby. I remember him. That was an engaging fight. I liked that one. Ah, this is the platform. But yeah, going back to open world, in a game like Elden Ring, I don't know if it really works perfectly because there's just so much open room, so much wasted space. Okay, I'm wandering, literally right now, I'm wandering around trying to look at every single corner to make sure I don't miss a cave or an item or something. But in The Witcher, in a much more guided experience, you at least had like waypoints, you could get a quest and it would show a marker, you know. It's harder to miss the content. In Elden Ring, it's like, okay, did I miss an item? I don't know. I may have. Sometimes that can be a little annoying, just due to the design of it. Connie, welcome. How you doing today? Connie, I have put up my Scadu level. I'm not dying in one hit to this attack anymore. That attack would have killed me before I pumped my Scadu level. That's very funny. Hope the heat subsided, says Connie. So far, 77 in my office. Pest thread spears. Incantation. Secrete sticky threads. I can do that already, game. I don't need your help. Secrete numerous sticky threads, then twist them into 2 spears launching forwards. Pests are abandoned servants, and it is for this reason that they found a mother in the Saint of the Bud. Dude. If space is made scenery, then it's not wasted. Dark Souls 1 had plenty of scenery and it wasn't open world. You know, you look into the distance, you see a tower. You know you're gonna go there at some point. But it doesn't have to be just like an open field that stretches on for infinity between you and the tower. You go through a cave, and then you go through a dungeon, and then you're there. The world connects. Dark Souls series do have stuff that's totally missable. A lot of quests, yeah. Witcher also has stuff that is missable. I mean, it does, but, you know, for The Witcher 3 specifically, I don't remember the first two that well. For The Witcher 3, it does have, like, icons on your map that tell you that there's points of interest there, you know? Not quite as egregious as, like, a Ubisoft title, but... Did I not get this last time? Yumkin says, how's your weather overall? I have a storm warning every day for the whole summer. We keep getting theoretical storm warnings and then there's no storms. It's very disappointing. All right, stop it. Whoops. We gonna get rotted? Complain about not having Witcher senses in Elden Ring. I mean, if there was an icon that on the screen that's like, there's an item over here, I would do it. No! God damn it. Okay, hold on. Equipment. Scarlet Rot. How long does the roll buildup last? Is it going up because I'm rolling here? Don't make me use soap game. I will do it. Where's soap? Okay, fine. Oh wait, then I have to do this. This is still going. Oh, no, okay. Oh, this is Scarlet Rot floor. Okay, that's the reason why. I thought this ground would be safe, but no, the flower is the safe part. Connie says, I miss when streams cut out due to storms. I don't. I mean, it is funny, though. Did I already come by this area? Yes, I did. I must have missed seeing the button then. Maybe I saw it and I was like, we'll come back to this, and then I didn't. What language is that? Probably Finnish. Since we have some Finlandiers. Also known as Elvish, says Connie. He can make the joke. Him and Disposable. For 100% are like myself, I'm going to be farming, looking for every NPC and worrying unnecessarily. This is Bard of Bobridge. For those who don't care about absolute completion, every run is a little different in terms of what items you find. That's very true. You know, if you're specifically trying to do everything and finding every bits of the map, then yeah, you're gonna have similar playthroughs because you're gonna be going in probably similar directions. You're gonna be exploring everything. You're gonna have all the same items. I would say that's usually how I play. It's like me getting in the car to go down the road. But the converse there, is that if you're gonna be doing the same things, going in the same directions, trying to get the same items, you really need to have such a large world. Maybe that's the TLDR. Maybe the world is just too large. Dryleaf Dane, how you doing? Let's see what this is. A hippo? Romina, the Saint of the Bud? You're probably gonna Scarlet Rot me. You can't even hit me. I should probably get out of this. You're gonna shoot a gun? No! Butterflies in the sky. Okay, you did kill me there. You did a lot of damage on that one attack, but we got you down to half health. Man, that would not have been possible before. Saint of the Bud, man. Okay. Let's see. What buffs do I have easily accessible to me right now? I have this one, which gives me resists, which is nice. Little drink. Got that equipped. Let me get my souls. Forgot to Crag Blade. Damn it. I knew I was forgetting something. That's new. She's a little jank. She looks cool so far. That's probably a grab. Gotta really not get in there for that. And then the butterflies all explode, which is cool. And she's dead. Remembrance of the Saint of the Bud. I got like 400,000 souls from that? What the hell? It really is like a whole new game. And I have to explain myself here, because it's part of the reason why I really wanted to try to like not do the blessings, is because I really want to like learn the bosses and understand them and learn the patterns. I kind of just brute force this twice. Oh, no horse. I kind of just brute force this twice, and that was a very cool looking boss. I've never fought the centipede boss before, and then it's just like it's over. Did have very janky hitboxes though, that's the thing. Like, definitely should have been hit but wasn't, but it was too close. Yeah, that was a boss? Well, here's the thing. I'm now more empowered. So there we go, there's another empowerment. I am level 186 at this point. But yeah, like, this is the intended difficulty. This is the intended progression, isn't it? I'm just doing what the game wants. Went easier than random mob with the sword. Random mob, you know, I died once to him. I don't think I died twice to him. Yeah, like, the thing of, so like, I was having a good time. Is this the tree? It is, isn't it? This is the tree that we have to burn. This tiny little, what about this? What about that? The Erdtree. I thought we had to burn that thing again. It's this. Wait, that looks like this. Wait a minute. This is the same tree. We're physically burning. We're not physically burning that, but we're going to. I understand. So this is probably a required boss, isn't it? And we have to kill Mesmer before we can actually destroy this tree. Anyways. Like, I want to learn the bosses in their timings and not just like tank my way through it with healing flasks, but you can definitely do that. How did you die here? The ceiling tree obscures the tower in shadow. It cannot be burned without Mesmer's kindling. Can I just ask? Still can't get on the horse. Well, can we get over here? You're like 60 levels higher than you should be? I mean, no? Yes? I don't know. Does it matter? I thought that was the whole point of having like internal scaling mobs and whatnot. Maybe not. Well, let's kind of want to go all the way back here to explore this, but let me just go back to the Church of the Bud. I thought you could enter the DLC at any level. I mean, I was about 150 when I entered the DLC because I had finished the game. I want to go. Haven't been here. It's gonna teleport back. This is where the design of this place is just confusing to me because I don't know where I've been or where I have yet to go and or how to get to where I've yet to go. But I remember one place. Well, here's the thing. If I'm at too high of a level, that is my reward. That's my reward for fighting Mesmer for like 4 hours and getting him to phase 2 somewhat consistently. Now I get to stomp on bosses for a little while. Until we reach the final boss, and then I throw in the towel. Who put this here? Bolted necklace. So it's some resistances. Don't worry, that boss is not that hard. Oh god, that means he's probably harder than I think he is. Have you fought Bale already? I fought Bale, so Eyeshadows, yes, I have fought Bale. I have defeated Bale. I did that fight at 0 Scadu. I did summon Egon though, but I was getting Bale down to phase 2 consistently. The only attack I had a problem with was the laser. I couldn't figure out how to dodge that one. But I summoned Egon, and then he shot the laser at Egon, so I lived, and then we killed him. I climb this tower? What the? That would explain. There's a skull. Wait. So you don't need the messages. You need the skull. That's an invisible bridge. Okay. Well, let's go see what's up there, shall we? Have you gone to the foot of the tree yet? No, not yet. We're working on it. I hate invisible bridges. The FromSoft classic, but they put a skull there, so if you looked around, you would see the skull. Do I attack it? I'm gonna attack it. It is not an attack. There's nothing to read. Well, I mean, those messages excluded. There's no interact prompt. We'll try the obvious. Let's, one of these messages said light. So, I do have a light. I do have lightning. All right, well, I'll just put a marker down, I guess. There's something here. Come back later. All right. Find the weird statue in the realm of Rau, and I'll be like, oh, it might be that one. Been down there, been in there, been up there. Been to all those levels? I think so. Been there, been to this level. Can't go any higher than this. Been up there, been there. Been to all three of those yurts, been there. I've not been up here, like this broken bridge section. I'm gonna go back across the bridge and I'm gonna see if maybe there's a second path over. Because I haven't been to the Colosseum yet. I do not believe you can cross that. It's too high of a jump. Maybe you can get there from up there or something. It's probably 5 paths there. Yeah, maybe. Let's walk it so I can actually have a look. You're lucky. You not so much. You're also lucky. So you've got to enter it from, oh, it's where the giant is. It's where the giant is, okay. Oh, you don't have the right, you don't have the right, oh, you don't have the right, yeah. I definitely did not have the right. Damn it. What about, you know, before we go over there, because I don't think that's the path, I want to jump up, be as high as I can, and then wander over there and see if we can find the right path. I have a feeling, though, that I've missed some things in the twisty tunnels, because there have been a lot of twisty tunnels here. Hate for that to be the case, but it probably is. Yeah! So this is these guys. But we're pretty high. Are we high enough? Man. It's like it might be somewhere in there. There's like a lift I didn't take. Oh, I can't remember. 420, yeah, man. Oh, this, yeah, I didn't do this. Well, let's do it. Gosh, gosh. There's an item. Can I fall straight down? Yes, I can. It hurt. That crow's gonna caw. How are you gonna screw it up? Oh, geez, that is not what I thought. I thought it would actually be like a good screw up. You just walked off the edge, my dude. I believe this is the right path. This is probably gonna lead to an elevator. The only question is what's gonna try to kill us? That bird. Get out of here, that's right. After that Gungeon run, nothing feels high enough, says Disposable. Did that bird die? I think it hit an invisible wall and then died because I just got some souls. That's funny. Jump ahead. First off, right. Well, I gotta go forwards to go right. Yeah, as expected, this is how we go up. Hidden path. Failure. They're looking at the shaded city. Cave ahead. I get it. That's the cave. Gorgeous view. Gorgeous view. What a gorgeous view. It's a pretty good view. You get to see everything. Shadow Keep. Haven't been. Weird Guy's Manor. Invasion Castle. Maybe that's Invasion Castle? I don't know. I don't remember. Bad Geometry. High Peak. Weird Tower? Have I been up Weird Tower? I think I've been up Weird Tower. It looks familiar. You can tell what kind of a paranoid player I am. Talisman of all crucibles. Every time I walk into a room, it's look left, look right, look left, look right again. Grants the effect of all crucible talismans. 1.9 weight. Reduces damage taken from critical hits and headshots, and improves the effectiveness of rolling and backstepping, but also increases damage taken at all times. The mother of all crucibles. Now, obvious questions. A, does it stack? And B, does it give you the full value of all of those other ones, or is it partial value of the other ones? Increases damage by like 50%. Yeah, or is it so detrimental that no one in their right mind would ever actually use it? How you doing, Harrison? It doesn't stack, but I think its full value says Bound Hades. I like that because it is kind of like having another talisman slot if you're gonna be using those. Like what I would give for, you know, one more talisman slot. It looks like there's another one here, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my 5? Doesn't matter if you ever get hit. It might be that bad, huh? Let's get one shot. By everything. All right, the golem is gonna, I already hear him. He's on our ass, so we gotta probably rush him down. He is, I believe, there. Did you look at that? Increases damage taken by 45%. Oh, just never get hit. You have good rolls, right?